Hello, and welcome to the March 2021 edition of TAM's Museline, our digital newsletter featuring all things TAM. This post will focus on the latest developments with the TAM 2021 virtual conference. Today, I'm excited to release our TAM 2021 preliminary program with most of the session information, descriptions, and speakers. If you are waiting to see a fuller picture of what we have planned, well, wait no longer. I first want to acknowledge our TAM 2021 underwriters and sponsors. I want to thank the following organizations. Our underwriters, Visit San Antonio, City of San Antonio Department of Arts and Culture. Our diamond sponsor, Exhibit Concepts. Our platinum sponsor, Vault Fine Art Services LLC. Our gold sponsors, Art Display Essentials 1031 Incorporated. Higginbotham, Riggs Ward Design. Our silver sponsors include Crystallization Systems, Muse Work, Rediscovery Software, Siebler Historic Preservation and Restoration, Tourmate and Tripology, and our bronze sponsor, Elite Online Publishing. Thank you. In our planning last summer and fall, the Texas Association of Museums and our local hosts envisioned spring 2021 as a time for renewal, but we'll have to wait a little longer to be in San Antonio proper. We are truly saddened to not be in San Antonio for this year's annual meeting, but hoped a virtual offering will provide greater access to timely topics during a time when convening in person still has its challenges. As part of the program, we'll be highlighting the richness of the region in hopes of enticing attendees to come back to San Antonio when we return in person in 2023. The conference is hosted in an online platform that has three phases. The conference is in three phases. The first 2 days are devoted to a variety of sessions, networking opportunities, our new TAM Talks, and Keynotes. On Wednesday and Thursday, we invite our attendees to view a series of self-paced digital showcases arranged by our friends in San Antonio. And finally, on Friday, we return for our annual business meeting and awards ceremony, capped by reflecting on some of the highlights and takeaways from the week. Make sure to add to our interactive whiteboard called a Jam board before and during the event. We'll have an open house a few days before the event so that you can test drive the platform in advance and make the most of your conference experience. In the spirit of our theme, Roots and Reckoning, Museums Respond and Redefine, we have invited Keynotes to address the changing roles and identities of museums. We start with Secretary Lonnie Bunch from the Smithsonian Institution, sitting down with local host committee chair Maurice McDermott from the Whitty Museum for a discussion concerning Texas and National Museum matters. Christy Coleman from the Jamestown Yorktown Foundation will then share strategies, outcomes, and missteps in the field when tackling JEDI, that's Justice, Equity, Diversity, and Inclusion work in museums. Our first ever Spanish language keynote with the Mexican sculptor Sebastian. And then Laura Huerta Migas from the Association of Children's Museums will present systemic solutions to systemic problems, unlocking barriers to equity in museum practice. You won't want to miss these thought leaders who are documenting and charting our future. Now this year, or new this year, is our rebranded TAM Talks. In this format, we're providing breakout rooms for attendees interested in facilitating topic-based conversations around timely and relevant issues in the field for any stage in your career. Highlights will include finding your heading, navigating your career during difficult times, IMLS funding priorities, sourcing ethically and sustainably for nonprofit retail, unifying to highlight the work of women artists, working with docents in a pandemic, America's 250th anniversary, and many more. And finally, on Tuesday morning, grab your TAM coffee mug and join President Margaret Cook, along with our newest TAM counselors as we collectively shape the future of your association and our members only town hall. Please help me welcome Daniel Carey Whalen, El Paso Centennial Museum and Chihuahuan Desert Gardens, Rory Cartier, National Museum of the Pacific War, Cynthia Evans, French Legation State Historic Site, Texas Historical Commission, and Fortescue, International Museum of Art and Science, and Emily Wilkinson from Texas Tech University. Thank you for being part of this important conversation, helping to underscore that at TAM, lifelong learning happens with lifelong friends, no matter where or when. Individual registrations to the virtual conference start at $100 for members, and institutional members of TAM can provide access to all of their staff and volunteers for a bulk tiered price based on full-time staff size. To view the complete program and register, visit our event page. That's all for now. I'll see you at TAM 2021 virtual. Goodbye.